Hebron Woods Islanders, and their 7th player from the U18 Whitecaps, Charlie.
Welcome to Saturday Night Hockey at the Al McGuinness Sports Center, and welcome to all our fans to tonight's Remembrance Day ceremony to honor and remember those who have served. Please welcome Team President Brian McGuinness to center ice. We welcome 2 local Cadet Corps members to the arena this evening, and I would first like to introduce the cadets from the Port Hawkesbury Cadet Branch. First, Captain Victoria Campbell to come to center ice. Liam Smith. McCallum. Cadet Shirayu Waddle. Cadet Ilias Larusi. Mohammed Berkdar. From the Shantycamp Cadet Corps, we welcome the Commanding Officer, Captain Laurie LeBlanc. Cadet Olivia Roach. Cadet Blyden McLean. And Cadet Sagan Clausen. We would like to introduce Islander parents Corey and Monty Watt. They are both veterans, and Mom and Dad of Islanders forward, number 9, Lex Watt. Corey and Monty served in the Canadian Armed Forces from 2002 to 2015 in both the regular and reserve forces. Their service brought them to bases on both the east and west coasts of Canada, where they served aboard Her Majesty's Canadian ships, taking part in training, coastal patrols, and missions throughout Canada and the United States. While serving in the Royal Canadian Navy, they also took part in peacekeeping operations overseas in Afghanistan. These experiences have had a lasting influence on their outlook and the values they continue to uphold in their daily lives. Would Islander forwards, number 9, Lex Watt, and Mustangs captain number 10, Carter Bain, come to center ice for the ceremonial face-off. Please turn and face the flag and remove your headwear for the singing of O Canada by Port Hood singer Sandy Gillis.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us common. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Welcome back, one and all, to the Al McGinnis Sports Center for this contest. Taking place on this Saturday evening at the Al McGinnis Sports Center, a contest between the Islanders and the South Shore Mustangs. Mustangs with a record of 1-14-1 and last in place in the league at the moment, against the Islanders in fifth, right in the middle of the pack with a 7-8-1 record coming into this contest. The Islanders' last 5 games are of a 2-3 record. Their last victory coming against the Charlottetown Knights at the Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI Showcase. And 2 recent losses to the Subaru and to the Pixel Weeks Majors. That last one being a close 5-4 contest. The Mustangs' last victory occurred in just 5 games ago or so. They secured their first and only victory of the season against the 6-seeded Cole Harbour Marchant Mill & Co. Hunters. So this should be an interesting contest. Of course, the Mustangs looking to get into the win column here and change the tide for this next section of the regular season, as they've had a rough go of that first half, less than half or so of the season thus far. As Jack Bell gets a start and goal, almost a misplay there as Ellis gets a hold of it. McNeil on the puck. Hookshores. Lance Hookshores leads the Islanders in goals with 9 markers in 16 games played thus far this season. Captain with more than a handful of game winners as he's coming in when they need him the most in those victories. As McDonald trying to get a hold of that, Aiden McDonald. Colton Ellis gets it back to Trenham. Sam Trenham leaning the Islanders defense core in points with 12 and 16 regular season games as Jake dumps that in. Hunter McDonald on the puck in the corner. Gets it to Aiden McDonald. Round back behind the goal. Stops up and turns with it. And McDonald finds Hunter in the corner. He gets checked. Stays strong on the puck though and gets it to the point. That one escapes Lucas Chisholm, who backhands it over to Sam Trenum. Trenum up the near side, intercepted by McMullen momentarily, but picking it up is Hunter McDonald down the wing. Holds onto it, turns, pressured there defensively as that one escapes down to neutral ice for a chase down by Lucas Chisholm on the backhand feed to Trenum. Trenum behind the goal. Checked by Landry. Islanders looking to exit their zone cleanly here as McDonald chips out in the zone, but he didn't gain the red line. And that'll be an icing here against the Islanders to start things off here in the first. This first period brought to you by Superline Fuels. Worry-free home heating, oil and propane delivered proudly by local experts. Comforting your family is our priority at Superline Fuels. Face off in the offensive zone for the Mustangs. Off the point, Chu gets a hold of it. He rims it around the glass behind the goal for Lucas Chisholm. Chisholm on the near side wall, picked up there by McDonald down the wing. Hunter McDonald stops up, sends it in front to Watt. Lex Watt in front there, and unable to get the shot away was Carson McCackern. He gets it again in the corner though. The Islanders looking to press here early in the first. McCackern over to Watt. Watt in front of the net. A quick pull of the trigger there by Kieran McDonald, but he didn't get it clean on goal, and it went wide as Thomas McCackern fires that one past the blocker side to Patterson, who gets the start and goal for the Mustangs. That one cleared into the Mustangs bench for a stoppage in play. And once again, that opening ceremony, a beautiful display there as once again we thank those brave men and women who made the sacrifice to maintain freedom in this sovereign nation of ours, and those who continue, both lost and those who remain. We thank you. As that one taken here by the Mustangs, looking to clear off the boards by John Hugh McGinnis. That picked up and fired. Goes wide. Ogden trying to get a hold of it. As Rogers moves it to the side for Ogden, and he moves it ahead, and almost a hook play there. It's going to be called. As number 10, Carter Bain, was hauled down to the ice, and that's going to draw a penalty from Carson McCackern. And the first power play of the game, brought to you by Zuffman Contractors, is going to go to the Mustangs. So an interesting start to this contest. The Mustangs looking to draw first blood here at the Al McGinnis Sports Center in hostile territory against this hometown crowd. They plant some seeds of doubt in the Islanders as wins are hard to achieve in this league, so competitive, and you don't want to take a team, even though they're at the bottom of the league at the moment, for granted, as any game on any night, anybody can win. As Rogers gets possession on the point and looks to get that cycle play going here for the Mustangs in the offensive zone. Back to the point once more, and that's going to be an offside as Rogers, and a shot after the whistle by LeBlanc. That draws a crowd as Jack McGinnis gets into the mix with Bain. Taking exception to that shot on goal by LeBlanc. There could be some penalties called here, I'm not sure. Officials just looking to get things settled down here. Well, this will result in a neutral zone face-off as McDonald steps up against Colby Fleet. Fleet on the draw, wins it back to Trenum, who fires it down the ice and kills some time on the penalty as he got it all the way down. Fleet on the forecheck here, short-handed. Takes his man down, and Rogers muscles him off the puck. As that one worked in the corner, Rogers gets back to his feet and into the play to try to gain a hold of that little rubber disc that we called the hockey puck. Is that one taken here by McDonald? And the Mustangs still unable to get anything started thus far on the power play, but looking to advance and put it in the offensive zone here where they can set up a play. Dumped in front, picked up there, shot off the ankle of LeBlanc, but he picks it up. Quick shot and a stick save there for Bell. Rimmed around by Chisholm, off the wall by Davidson. On the far wall, and a quick shot, glove down by Bell, who gets the whistle here with 29 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for the Islanders. Once again, this power play brought to you by Zeppelin Contractors. Off the draw, onto the point to McMullen. Didn't have much time and space, so he chose to dump it in around the corner. Picks it up, holds the line. Cycle on the point for Chu. It's just out of his reach, but he picks it up inside the blue line. Chu on the point, quick shot, blocked by McDonald, sacrificing the body there. Moved across, give and go play. Odin gets it to the side, quick shot, and a sharp ankle one. Patted down by Bell, but it's still in possession of the Mustangs here. Back to even strength, and a glove save there on the deflection by Bell, and some exception taken there by the aggression of Lynch in the goal crease. Officials looking to break that one up. So a few chances there near the end of that power play with the Mustangs, but unable to hit pay dirt against Jack Bell. Excuse me. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Mustangs. Almost confused Jack Bell with Owen Bell, who is a star forward of last season's Islanders. Is that one taken up here by the Mustangs? McCackern, Thomas McCackern that is, off the glass rather, on a high clearing attempt. That one on the near side, picked up by McDonald on the intercept, looking to advance it for the Mustangs. Back to the defensive position, on to Hartland, who gets it in deep. And he chases it down against Thomas McCackern. McCackern around behind for John Hugh McGinnis. He chips it ahead. A foot race forward here as McCackern moves ahead. Carson McCackern, body check, but he holds on to the puck. Skates free, looking for a chance to shoot it, and he fires one, deflected wide. Another chance for Hunter McDonald, and crowding the net in front. And McCackern knocking into Patterson there as a quick shot deflected wide. Aggressive play there by Carson McCackern. And it looked like on that play, the result was Patterson was pushed into the goalpost there and knocked the net off the moorings as a result. Carson McCackern always walking the line between acceptable aggression and going a little over. It's that walking of the line which is so characteristic of the Islanders' style of play. Try to play a little bit with an edge. As you gotta have teeth to maintain a win record in this league with such tough competition. As that one off the boards. Patterson across to Rogers. Rogers behind the goal for McMullen. Good forechecking pressure by the Islanders here early to try to force some mistakes out of the visiting Mustangs as Chu drops it back for McMullen, who tries to clear, knocked down by Watt. Lex Watt in the corner on the backhand. Tries to cycle it deep. Rogers picks that up, but he's intercepted by McCackern. Sets it in front of Watt. A great save there on the blocker by Patterson. He got a piece of it before it went wide. McCackern on the forecheck. In a wrestling match at Rogers, who takes him down. Rogers holding onto it, off the glass, and stopped up by Ellis at the point, who chases it down. One-handed on the backhand, kept alive by the Islanders, good pressure, but finally gets out to neutral ice, where Ogden chooses to go for a quick change, and Kieran McDonald almost sprung loose there on that outlet pass by the defense. And Ellis, who goes off for a line change as Chisholm off the boards to Fleet. Colby Fleet in stride, falling down and trying to backhand feed across against the grain there. As Chu with it now for the Mustangs. Turns, counted by Fleet, fires it ahead. Lucas Chisholm takes a tumble at the blue line. That goes deep. Trentham trying to get in possession here. Hook short's there to help him out below the goal line. Good defensive awareness by the captain. Intercepted there. Here's a chance for the Mustangs in front of the net shot. That one blocked. Good defensive play there by Jack McDonald as he looks to clear. All the way ahead to Fleet. Colby Fleet down the wing. Great power there shown by Fleet to stay on his feet against that physical play. Dusted it off and tried to put a pass in front, but Hookshorst wasn't able to get a shot away as it was intercepted, at least partially, as that one moved ahead here. Pass McCackern, a good dangle play, but Fleet picks that up now for the Islanders as it went ahead. Taken here by McCackern. Thomas McCackern, body check, but he got the puck deep as McMullen makes chase. McMullen looking to dodge a check. Given away in front, unable to draw the trigger there, or pull the trigger rather, was Jake McGinnis. Is that one taken here by the Mustangs? Saucer pass ahead, shot by McCackern down the ice. Unable to stick on it was Jake McGinnis. Icing waved off, however, as that one off the wall. Intercepted by Davidson. Trying to clear it in front. Unable to get some clean passes away in the offensive zone of the Islanders just yet, trying to set up the play. So you only have so much time and space to work in this league. Every decision must be made with speed and precision in order to be pulled off, as that one deflected into the ceiling beam for once again a stoppage in play. And we move to neutral ice for this face-off. As Aiden McDonald gets the draw cleanly, one to McNeil as Ellis off the boards to McNeil. Cooper McNeil on defense, moving it across. McGinnis tried to deflect that past Rogers, but he took the body on him. Davidson moves it ahead, trying to get past LeBlanc. Stopped up by Jake McGinnis on the boards, finds Davidson. Davidson holds on, trying to feed it in front all the way through, but unable to find the intended target as Ellis moves into the corner. Picks it up on the point. Ellis a shot, and that one stopped in front by Patterson. Off the glass and out. Ellis has to make chase here as he backhands it across for a quick outlet by McNeil down into the offensive zone. LeBlanc on the reception. Off the boards to Ogden. Ogden on the near side wall trying to clear. Ellis holds the line. Moves it across on the far side. That one picked up here by the Mustangs. Quick play ahead. Davison tried to take the body there. And we stop here for the TV timeout. Back momentarily.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you.
And we are back with this face-off here in the neutral zone ice. Just outside the Mustangs' end as that one fired down the ice by Chisholm as he clears into the zone for the Islanders. He's looked to establish a forecheck here on the near side wall, picked up by the Mustangs looking to clear. McDonald tries to hold the line, unable to do so, but Watt picks that up, looking to get another zone entry here for the Islanders. Steps aside, trying to make a move. He does. He gets to almost to the in between the hash marks there for a quick shot, but he was stymied by the Mustangs defense as they clear the zone. McDonald gets it deep. Good body check there by Lynch in the corner. Unable to receive that puck, though, as the Islanders gain possession, move it ahead through neutral ice. And that one hit a body on the bench, and so another stoppage takes place here. So neither team able to establish sustained zone pressure in combination with high percentage scoring opportunities just yet. The Islanders have had a slight advantage in zone time in the offensive zone, but unable to generate any clear-cut chances as plays have been starting to develop for them, but unable to get anything quite clean enough to create some real havoc for the Mustangs just yet. As that one, another offside call here for a neutral zone faceoff. Carson McCacken on the draw for the Islanders. Up against Richard. Richard wins that cleanly. As that one off the near side, McCacken looking to take the body. That one escapes the clutches of Thomas McCacken as John Hugh McGinnis has to chase it down. Off the backboards, McCacken gains possession. Saucer pass ahead, tipped by McDonald into the zone. And that will be an icing call against the Islanders as he didn't gain the red line. Parker LeBlanc on the draw for the Mustangs. Clean draw win by Carson McCacken defensively as Hunter McDonald gains the reception on the left wing side and clears the zone. Off the glass and down in. Olgan looking for a pass in front for Rogers, who was streaking, and that unable to get a shot away. As Kieran McDonald looks to clear, it escapes the hands of Bain. As he looks to get in on the back check. Hard check there by Kieran McDonald. As McNeil gets the helmet knocked off him. And a hesitation before the play was finally whistled down. And it looks like a goal was scored on the play there. As McNeil had lost his helmet. And I completely missed the goal as I was so focused on the helmet being knocked off. And so that will have a 1-0 lead here for the Mustangs. And that's a first for me, folks. I usually don't miss a goal call. That might be one of my stranger moments as a broadcaster these last 2 years. Might as well check that in the highlight book as a odd moment highlight, possibly, in TSN Top 10 fashion. As that one cleared in front of Chance. Islanders looking to bury it. Crowd in front. Goaltender Patterson is knocked down and sprawling. No whistle called here. As that one moves to Lucas Chisholm, who shoots, and that one deflected into the corner, and finally play is whistled down here. And so a short adjustment here for goaltender Patterson. He was slightly shaken up there on that high pressure opportunity for the Islanders as they crowded the net. It was absolute chaos in front of the Mustangs goalkeeper as well as in that goal crease. And so an offensive zone face-off here for the Islanders as they look to press and tie the hockey game as that one cleared behind the goal for Fleet. Colby Fleet entering it in front, trying to backhand a quick feed, and it went through everybody as Chisholm picks that up here. Outlet play, deflected. Rogers picks it up here for the Mustangs off the glass. Chisholm holds the line, drops it for Hookshores. Hookshores body checked by two Mustangs players, and he got the better of both of them as he puts it in front. McDonald onto the point to Trenton. Quick shot deflected on goal, and a save made. And a crowd gathers in front here as tempers start to flare, and we're only just over halfway through the first period of play. And things are getting chippy here at the hometown barn. Aiden McDonald on the draw here for the Islanders. Aiden McDonald on the draw. Quick shot there, goes wide. McDonald looking to get a cycle going here. Is that one off the near side wall down the ice? As Lynch looks to beat the icing call, but won't be able to do so. As the Mustangs faithful didn't like that call, we'll go back down for this face-off in their zone. Aiden McDonald. Taking free by McGinnis. A quick shot deflected wide by Jack McGinnis, who got a stick on that, but unable to deflect it towards the goal as the angle was a bit too much. As that one on the near side drop to Hartland escapes him. McCackern finds Jack McGinnis. Trying to shimmy past the body check attempt as he made a spinorama move, trying to move it ahead and muscle it through. As that one taken here by McDonald. In front of the net, a one-time for McGinnis, and fanned on it as it was just too past his wheelhouse to get strong wood on it. Got a piece, but a pad save there and a good one by Patterson. As although the puck was going wide, it doesn't hurt to mitigate the risk by making the save and getting the body in front of it. You never know what it could hit and deflect in as McGinnis spins it towards the goal. Taken by McDonald off the boards to Ellis. Ellis on the line. Quick shot off the glass and around behind from McGinnis. Jack McGinnis, rather. McDonald looking to hold the line. Or block that clearing attempt, rather. As that one back down. And the Islanders tag up for the offside as McGinnis, Jake McGinnis still on the ice. As Ellis chips it for McNeil. McNeil on the far side. Finds Davidson, who looks to advance the play. Davidson gets the legs churning and burning as he looks to dance through neutral ice. Holds on to it. Nice move by Davidson. Quick shot, save, rebound, cleared away. As once he gets those legs churning, he's hard to stop. As a hard check there by McNeil. Has moved ahead to Watt. The hometown faithful on the far side love that one. As McNeil moves it across for Trenum. Trenum, outlet play for McCackern up ice. Stretch pass, McCackern beats the icing. McCackern trying to play it for Watt in front, and that one stopped up. Chu gains possession. Hard outlet up the ice. Looking to avoid the icing again here. As that one waved off. Watt on the near side. Finds McCackern in stride. Carson McCackern moves wide. Avoids a body check as great leverage shown on that play. And by McCackern as Trenum holds the line. Quick shot, deflected by McDonald, but unable to clear towards the goal. McDonald again on it, trying to center. He's body checked there. A good physical play here in the first as the Islanders look to press and tie the game before that intermission break. Bain unable to clear. Great pressure by the Islanders, unable to cash in just yet. As Patterson's had his work cut out for him here in the first. McDonald on it. Quick shot blocked in front. Unable to get some clean opportunities here as the collapsing Mustangs look to take away the shooting lanes and block everything they can. Give Patterson a chance to make the save on the easier shots as McDonald looked like a high stick call that was missed there as McDonald's head snapped back there. Trenum holding on to it. Behind the goal. The crowd is raucous here tonight. A hard check there on Hookshorst in center ice. As that's going to be called. As the crowd gathers in the corner and some exchange pushing and shoving. And so this one's going to be the Islanders' first power play of the hockey game. This one brought to you by Ideal Concrete. And so with 3:21 remaining in the first, the Islanders will have the advantage. 5-on-4 as Aiden McDonald comes on the ice for this unit. So a golden opportunity here for the Islanders to tie the game with in the last few minutes here of the first, as that one cleared down the ice, wasting no time. The Mustangs clear it down and try to get this penalty kill started as the crowd waiting in anticipation for the game-tying goal as Fleet moves ahead with it now. Down across the blue line, Fleet check, but he gets it into the zone to McDonald. Kieran McDonald behind the goal. Into the far corner, stops up the play, slows things down, and gets to the point to McGinnis across to McCackern. McCackern down low, looking to set things up the Islanders and slow down play and set up a play here. There's that one taken by McDonald. McDonald across to the point. McGinnis, a quick shot there, deflected wide. As some bodies were in front. On to McCackern now, walking to the line, slides it across to Kieran McDonald. Switching places with McCackern. McDonald holds on, shoots, and that one blocked. One thing you got to count the Mustangs for is getting in those shooting lanes and blocking everything they can here in the first. Not afraid to get in front of that puck and sacrifice that body as McCackern in deep. Follow the goal line, centering it in front, a quick shot, that one blocked and cleared by the Mustangs once again. Just 48 seconds left in the Ideal Concrete power play. As there's going to be another penalty call here behind the play, and it's going to be coincidental minors, it looks like, as McDonald and Hartland both go off for roughing here. As the officials looking to maintain order here, taking no exceptions to the hockey law. McNeil trying to move out of his own zone and set up an outlet pass. Finds McCackern. McCackern's got to one-hand it. That one cleared by the Mustangs defense. Just 25 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Islanders as McNeil takes it behind the goal. Steps out, slides to the left-hand side. Across to Ellis on the near side. Ellis holds on. Number 22 on defense. Across to McNeil. Cooper McNeil. Quick shot there. Deflected and a great save there through a screen by Patterson. And Patterson having to make some good saves here. Although a lot of it has been an anticipation of shots coming from the outside. And trying to maintain vision of the puck coming towards him as a lot of his teammates are getting in front of that puck and making the saves for him before it gets to the goal. As without those shot blocks, although there's only 8 shots on goal, it could have been as many as 16 by the end of the period if it weren't for those brave Mustangs players stepping in front of that hockey puck. As that one on the near side by Ellis. Ellis. That one cleared out of the zone, stopped up by Fraughton. Fraughton now in goal here for the Mustangs. As that one taken by Bain down the wing. Holds on and shoots, and a save made by Bell with just 45 seconds left. As that was an even strength chance as the power play has come to an end for the Islanders. And so the Mustangs have successfully killed that one off. Looking to maintain zone pressure and keep hold of that 1-goal lead heading into the intermission. Lucas Chisholm on the back end, cleared out, an outlet pass, almost caught Davidson, who was looking for a breakaway there, and Fraughton had to act quick there as Davidson was hounding him for a loose puck. As Trenum tries to hold the line, unable to do so, that'll be whistled down on the offside with 30.7 left in the first. So that'll take a neutral zone face-off to settle things down here. Mustangs captain Carter Bain leads the team in points with 14. in 16 games played, almost a point per game average for him. As that one down the ice, Chisholm going to chase it down here. Just 12 seconds to go. Drops it to Trenum. Trenum. Outlet play looking for McDonald. Intercepted here, and Watt gains possession in neutral ice. Just 1 second to go. Hunter McDonald at the horn, and a save made by Broughton as the horn sounds. As we head into this intermission break. Brought to you by Ron McGilvery, Cheb Buick GMC. Whether you're looking for a new or a new-to-you vehicle, Ron McGilvery, Cheb Buick GMC has you covered. With a wide range of selection, amazing deals, knowledgeable and friendly staff that will get you into your dream vehicle. Visit Ron McGilvery, Cheb Buick GMC, and Ron McGilvery Certified Pre-Owned Center at 75 St. Andrews Street in Antigonish, or call at 902-863-2803. That's 902-863-2803, or shop online at rmggm.com. That's rmggm.com. The Islanders would also like to extend a thank you to Zutphen Contractors and Ideal Concrete for participating in their co-branding program. In addition to being a member of the Islanders sponsorship team, they have also sponsored tracksuits for the 2025 and 26 coaching staff and players. And also a special thank you to Nova Trophy for providing the Islanders players and staff with Islanders hoodies this season. So thank you to them as well. Once again, folks, a 1-0 lead for the Mustangs after that first period of play. We'll be back shortly with the second period. Brought to you live here from High Button Sports. Stay tuned. And the Islanders and Mustangs make their way back onto the ice surface for this second period of play. Mustangs maintain a 1-goal lead heading into this second period, where the Islanders have doubled them up in shots on goal 8-4. And all the chances were heavy as far as pressure in the offensive zone for the Islanders, unable to get pucks towards the goal in volume as they would like, as the Mustangs relentless in trying to dive in front of those shots to try to give their goaltender. This time it's Breton once again starting in the second period as he was in for relief of Patterson about halfway through that first period, and will likely remain the remainder of the contest. As off the draw, Jake McGinnis trying to clear it past the defense for the Mustangs. That one into the zone. McDonald's looking to get established on the forecheck here for the Islanders as they once again start off on the pressure. Play in front of McDonald, unable to corral it and get a shot away. As here comes Bain, the leading scorer for the Mustangs. Saucer pass ahead, looking to spring Ogden in the corner. Trenum takes the body on him and knocks him to the ice. Hard body check on the wall there by Sam Trenum, showing his physical chops there. There's that one on the near side. Rogers clears into the zone. Trenum on the reception. Ogden gets after him. Body check of his own as he knocked him off the puck and tries to center it for Bain. On the point to Rogers. Rogers across. McDonald, nice drag move as he gets the toe in there. Knocked off the puck there by Perry, however, who goes to the bench in relief. Chisholm finds Trenum. Off the wall, McDonald looked to intercept, but it got past, and McMullen has to make chase. McDonald on the forecheck, trying to sweep it in front and off the paddle of the stick of Frotton. He got ahead of that centering pass and deflected it to his defense. As that one taken down. Quick shot there and deflected wide by the defending John Hugh McGinnis, number 3 on defense for the Islanders. As that one looking to get past Kieran McDonald as he takes the body and tries to get his man off the puck here on the near wall. Helped there by Aiden McDonald. As Ewan McDonald, 3 McDonalds, 1 from one side, 2 from the other, converge on that play, and the lone McDonald on the Mustangs wins the battle, or excuse me, the 2 McDonalds win the battle against the 1 McDonald and get it into the corner. As McCacken moves ahead, down the wing, nice, splits the defense, and on goal, McCacken to the back end! Save made, and he's hauled to the ice. He's going to draw a penalty on that effort. As he gets back to his feet, slides it across, quick shot by McDonald, that goes wide. McGinnis on the forecheck, drops it to Watt. Lex Watt moves it across for Thomas McCacken, who drops it for Carson McCacken. McCacken turns, finds McGinnis. McGinnis across. Hunter McDonald down for Thomas McCacken. Into the corner for Kieran McDonald. Chips it for Watt. Lex Watt. Nice drag move, holds onto it. Pass in front one time for McCacken, and that one deflected wide. And finally, the Mustangs touch it up, and they'll be called on the cross-checking minor to lead to an Islanders power play here early in the second. Brought to you by Zetman Contractors. As McMullen makes his way to the box. And so another opportunity here, this time in the early goings of the second period for the Islanders. Remember, the Mustangs killed that first one off at the close of that first period of play. As McNeil holds the line, Cooper McNeil moves it ahead to McCacken, who switches places with him. Carson McCacken down low for Lex Watt, drops it for McCacken. McCacken bodied there, trying to hold it. Watt drags it ahead. Watt holding on to McCacken, trying to center it in front, as McDonald was on the receiving end of that. McCacken again, quick shot, glove down out of the air by Frotton, to the adulation of his Mustangs faithful in attendance. Minute 22 remaining in the advantage for the Islanders as that second unit comes on the ice. Headman by the captain, Lance Hookshorst, on the face-off dot. Lucas Chisholm on the point. Drops it for Hookshores. Hookshores a quick shot. That one blocked by Chu. Once again, the Mustangs looking to get in those shooting lanes and block those shots as Chisholm on the point. Across for Trenum. Trenum to Chisholm. A quick shot through a screen, and that one blocked by Broughton, closing the wickets on that 5-hole bid. Fleet gets a hold of it on the far side. Fans on the passing attempt as Perry looks to take advantage. As McDonald looking to hold the line there. On the forecheck, short-handed. Fleet drops it back for Trenum. Trenum back for Fleet on the wing. Colby Fleet. Wins it around. Broughton holds it. Clears it off the official's shoulder. On the point to Trenum. Across for Chisholm. Lucas Chisholm. Back for Trenum. Sam Trenum. Across for Hookshores. Hookshores a shot. Save. Rebound chance in front. They bang away and it's stopped again by Broughton. Great couple of saves there by the Mustangs netminder. With just 23 seconds remaining on this power play, brought to you once again by Zeppelin Contractors. As Jack McGinnis steps up to the plate. On the draw, LeBlanc wins it clean, and it's fired down the ice by the Mustangs defense to kill some time on this power play. Bell drops it for John Hugh McGinnis behind his own goal, looking to reset here. Not too many seconds remaining here on the power play, just 8. As McCacken steps in, holds and shoots, and that one whistles wide. McGinnis in the corner, drops it off for McCacken. In front for McDonald, a quick shot, that one blocked. Rogers, high and hard outlet, all the way down. And that one whistled down on the icing, so it'll go all the way back down into the Mustangs' end. Aiden McDonald on the draw here for the Islanders. That one taken off the draw by Bain, who clears it across the ice, looking to spring his man in Landry, and that one whistled down once again on another icing call here. And the Mustangs coaches protesting that one. As we'll go back into the defensive end here and set up for a face-off. Aiden McDonald. Hunter McDonald on the top of the circle, awaiting a set play here as LeBlanc gets tossed from the draw. Off the draw, McDonald rims it around for Jack McGinnis on the forecheck. McCacken there to help him out as well. Off the far side, John Hugh McGinnis clears into the zone. Picked up here by the Mustangs. Rogers skating through neutral ice. Rogers, outlet play, blocked off by McCacken. He's nailed there on a hard body check by Rogers. He's got quite a bit of size on McCacken. As McGinnis moves it across. McGinnis on the point. Quick shot there, deflected off the back of Aiden McDonald. McGinnis holds it, drops it to McCacken, or McGinnis rather. Gains it back and intercepted them by the Mustangs as they clear the zone. John Hugh McGinnis chasing it down against Bain. Bain on the forecheck. McGinnis trying to chop the pass and Bain intercepts. Pass in front and that one swept aside. Hunter McDonald trying to clear it past Chu. A foot race for it here as Watt looks to get after it. Held at the line by McDonald. He holds it. Pass in front and a quick shot. Shot pass. It was deflected on goal and a good save there for Broughton once again. As that one cleared the neutral ice. Getting past it, there was Lynch. A lucky bounce there as that one moved ahead. Saucer play in front and a hard one way past Hartland. As that pass was far too hot to handle there for number 15. As here comes Carson McCacken down the right wing side. Looking to backhand in front of the net. Chu intercepts and tries to backhand his own shot clearing attempt, but he got a clean pass ahead to his line mate. With that one on the near side. Picked up here by McGinnis, who dumps it into the zone. Stopped up by Broughton behind. Hard tumble there to the ice as number 6 there lost his footing. And I don't have his name on the roster, so I'm not going to be able to call it. And no name bar either. McGinnis playing it in front. Unable to get a shot away. On to the point. Ellis plays it to himself. A good improvisation there by number 22 as that one cleared in by McGinnis behind the goal. McCacken looking to clear it in front and shovel it on goal, and a quick save there. Whistle down as Broughton covers it up at the goalpost. And the Islanders trying to get a game-tying goal here. They've kept the play in the offensive zone throughout the majority of this second period thus far and haven't allowed a shot on goal against themselves from the Mustangs since the first period of play, as Rogers takes a hold of it, moves it ahead, trying to find Landry. That one goes all the way down for an icing call once again against the Mustangs. As the Islanders clogging up that neutral zone ice and that center of the ice area. Establishing that forecheck, cutting down those passing lanes and trying to force some more mistakes out of the Mustangs. Once again, I hate to sound like a broken record here, but the Mustangs have done a great job at getting in those shooting lanes and forcing the Islanders to shots on the outside, those of which Broughton can make an easy save on. A hard check there on Trenum on the forecheck. Play in front of Landry, a shot, save made, rebound chance in front, they score! A quick turnaround play, a quick shot and a rebound in front. And the South Shore Mustangs take a 2-goal lead near the halfway point of the second period of play. As gutsy defensive efforts at one end lead to a chance opportunity at the other. An unfortunate bounce for Jack Bell on the rebound. And now the Islanders with a bit of a hole here to dig themselves out of at the halfway point of the hockey game. As here they come again. Bain stepping in, tries to drop it off for LeBlanc. The Mustangs looking for more here. As that one moved across to Davidson. Ryan Davidson tries to step free. Nice couple moves there. As he checks it into the corner, trying to get a spark in his hometown Islanders as McDonald tries to clear it ahead. Gain a step on the forecheck, but here they come again to the Mustangs as Ogden tries to go past the check there as McCacken took the body on him. He gets knocked by LeBlanc, but he got it through as McDonald tries to clear the zone. Out to Bain. On it is Davidson, one-on-one. Ryan Davidson looking to dance, holds on and shoots, so that one deflected wide. McCacken rims it around for Davidson in the corner. Davidson. Pass it for that shot, they score! What a play! Davidson to McDonald. And the Islanders cut the lead in half. A quick response. And Aiden McDonald on the board to make it 2-1 here in the second. And what a play by Davidson. He made a good one-on-one effort and didn't quit on the play. Got into the corner, received that pass from the wing, and set up the play in front for McDonald, who found the open side just above the pad and below the blocker. And that's the response the Islanders needed here. They didn't want things to get out of hand. Finally able to cash in against Broughton. And now looking for more. The Islanders with a spring in their step now. Moving across, picked up by Lynch now. Things starting to open up in the second. McNeil. Picks up a neutral ice. Firing into the zone. Ellis stops it up for the Islanders. Holds on. Off the boards, a deflection, trying to find Jake McGinnis, but that's intercepted by number 6 of the Mustangs. He takes a check from Ellis on the glass of the penalty box area. That draws a raucous applause from the hometown faithful in attendance here. And it's physical play starting to become quite a factor at the halfway point. Always a factor in these games as that moved ahead by McMullen. Or on the back check rather, as McDonald moves it to the side. Number 6 now for the Mustangs, looking to clear it to McMullen. Or Hartland rather, as he clears it in the zone and goes for a change. McNeil off the near side wall, finds McGinnis, he gets checked hard. As Landry gains possession, tries to dance past Ellis, unable to do so. Off the boards, Rogers intercepts. Rogers, sharp angle chance, pass in front. Here's a chance, a quick shot. That one deflected over the blocker as Bell, scrambling in front, gets back to between the goalpost area, and Rogers trying to clear it into the zone and get a cycle play going here for the Mustangs. Here they come again, the Mustangs in front of that, chance in front, open side, and just past the blue paint. As the Mustangs really with a spring in their step as well. Both teams a high sense of urgency here at this halfway point of the second. The Islanders looking to come back and tie it, and the Mustangs looking to maintain and extend their lead. As here comes Chu down the right wing. Chips it into the zone just over the halfway point of the second. Trenham picking it up. Off the backboards to Chisholm. Lucas Chisholm. Back to Trenham. Good forecheck here by the Mustangs. Looking to force some mistakes of the Islanders, and they do so. Bain looking in front. Bain through the legs and off the arm on the glove hand side by Bell, and a check behind the play is going to draw a penalty here. And it's going to go against the Islanders. And that's going to be a head contact penalty. And we'll ensue with a TV timeout before the announcement of the penalty.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons.
And once again, a power play opportunity here for the Mustangs. This one brought to you by Ideal Concrete. Off the draw, moved aside. Bain steps in, shoots, save made by Bell. Off the boards, McDonald clears his own and down the ice for the Islanders. Good head fake there by Frotton, pressured by McDonald. Bain holds on. Gets it back. Captain Carter Bain stepping through neutral ice. Looking to dance, slides it across. Clean zone entry here for the Mustangs. Passing through the seam there, blocked by McDonald. As it was behind the player in question. McDonald's getting ahead. Quick shot, glove. Save made by Bell on that rush opportunity for the Mustangs. That draws an applause from the crowd. And this second period brought to you by West Nova Fuels, worry-free home heating, oil and propane delivered proudly by local experts. Comforting your family is our priority at West Nova Fuel. Off the draw, one to Bain. Clean draw win for the Mustangs once again here in the offensive zone. Minute 13 remaining in the power play. Quick shot deflected there in front. Held at the line by Bain. Great play. Gets it in. Around for Ellis, who picks it up for the Islanders. Backhands it off the glass. A funny hop. Davidson chops at it and gets there out of the zone. Move behind the goal here. Outlet play for Bain on the near side. Gets past McNeil as Ellis off the glass. Funny hop again. That one escapes to neutral ice. Perry on it. Hounded by Watt. Davidson hustling after on the forecheck. Intercepts there on the penalty kill. Short-handed Davidson. Quick shot in front. Deflected wide on the pad of Frotton, who got a piece. And on the far side, Rogers tries to clear it. Hops up to Lynch. Through his legs and off to McMullen. Play in front, looking for Ogden, who didn't get a piece of it. Hard outlet off the wall and down the ice. Just 8 seconds to go in this ideal concrete power play for the Mustangs, as it'll expire here, and the Islanders will kill another one off. As here come the Mustangs. Fanned on clearing attempt there as Richard got a hold of it though, and he sweeps into the zone. Ogden on it. Knocked off the puck. Here's a chance, intercepted by McDonald. Kieran McDonald behind his own goal. Gains a step and looks to advance. Great hustle there by number 24. He gets checked there into the wall, but gets the better of his man and goes advance to play. Another hit by McDonald. Strong on his feet, Kieran McDonald, knocking two Mustangs to the ice. They score! A shot from the point, deflected. And it's Hookshorst, the captain, with the deflection and the game-tying goal here halfway through the second. And the Islanders breathe new life into their team here with a great effort, especially by Kieran McDonald on that forecheck as he skated the puck into the zone, took down two Mustangs players with reverse body checks. Eventually the play went to the point and a quick shot deflected on goal. And they keep putting those shots on the point. Eventually one of them's going to get through. And that one hit pay dirt for the Islanders. And they got ourselves a brand new hockey game here, all tied up at 2 apiece here in the second frame. Colby Fleet on the draw against McDonald in his own zone. Across, Ellis. McNeil from the point, another shot there. And the Islanders have had some success at this point in the game, adapting their offense to find the seam on those distant point shots. Last one, of course, you saw coming through on the deflection from Hookshorst to tie it. Is that one looking for another point set up?
Scorer number 16, Lance Hookshorst.
Jonah Ellis behind his own goal. McDonald drops it from McCackern. Tries to avoid a hit there, and he didn't get the puck deep enough, but he follows it up. McNeil steps in. Intercepted by Landry. Close play there. Good hounding attempt there by McCackern to knock his man off the puck as he drops it for McGinnis, who helps him out. McCackern gets to the point to Ellis. Across. McNeil from the point. Thinks Weiser of forcing the shot. He cycles it behind the goal. Nice play behind the goal by McCackern. Cycles it around for McNeil, who chases it down, holds it onto the point, and continues the cycle around behind the goal. McCackern finds McDonald. Look for a quick play on the one-time. It's a tough shot to corral towards the goal, and he almost got a hold of it. A strange angle. And here they come again. Another intercept, or deflection rather, by McCackern as he gained the red line and tipped it into the zone. As the Islanders look to reestablish their cycle play on the forecheck, but that one taken ahead now. Here comes LeBlanc, stepping in, shot, saving, rebound chance, another save by Bell. Point blank, 2 stops on LeBlanc, who's gaining some speed. Another shot off the shoulder of Bell. Chew on the point. Holds on and waits and shoots from distance. That one off the glove. And play whistle down. As now the Mustangs looking to put some volume towards the goal. As they had a taste of that 2-goal lead, they definitely want that back. As LeBlanc steps up to the draw. McDonald won it to McGinnis, who rims it around the boards for Watt. Lex Watt chips it ahead for Jack McGinnis down the right wing side. He's got McDonald streaking. McGinnis backhanded toward the goal and a paddle save there by Frotton as LeBlanc comes ahead with it now for the Mustangs. Drag move, couldn't get inside as McGinnis strips him of the puck and slides it ahead for Jack McGinnis, who was unable to get a stick on that. Looking for an icing call there where the Mustangs are not going to get it as Watt gets knocked to the ice. Cochran knocked down, or McGinnis rather. Ahead to McDonald. McDonald on the point, drops it off for McGinnis. John Hugh McGinnis, McDonald there to help him out. Trying to gain possession, moved ahead, taken away by Perry. Giving away to McDonald, nice move by McDonald. Steps free and shoots, glove save, rebound chance in front, and covered by Frotton as he gets the whistle here. Offensive zone face-off for the Islanders here as Colby Fleet steps up to the plate. Up against McDonald. Hookshore is trying to gain possession. Davidson on the intercept. Slides it across. He finds his man. Pass in front for Fleet. A shot. That goes wide. Rebound chance. A bank play attempt. Broughton is sprawling. Unable to get in front. Trenham puts it in front. Stopped up by number 6 on defense as he moves it off the backboards. Lucas Chisholm holds onto it. Great cycle play here by the Islanders as they once again establish a solid forecheck here against the Mustangs. Hard check by Davidson behind the goal. Knocking man of the ice, deflected in front. Another play in front. Hookshor's the shot, unable to get it through. What action here in the second. Rogers steps over the line, holds on and shoots it, looking for a play in front on that shot pass attempt, but it was just out of reach of McDonald as that one cleared out and Rogers chasing after it. Fleet off the boards, not out. McDonald holds the line. Looking to dance against Fleet. Holds on. Try to move it across to Chu, but it escaped out to neutral ice. And Chu has to reset. Looking to play it out. Trenham holds on. Sam Trenham on the near side. Davidson with the stick check. It goes all the way down. Stopped it by Frotton. Great pressure, or play under pressure rather, by Frotton as he had a man on him. McCackern check there. McDonald on the forecheck. Hunter McDonald tries to sweep it in front. McNeil stepping in off the point, clears it ahead. There's McCackern with a dancing move. Play in front, a quick shot. That was blocked and cleared down the ice. 2:04 remaining. Icing is called against the Mustangs. Another offensive zone. The Islanders have continued to put volume towards the goal. They currently have 17 shots to the Mustangs 8 at this stage. Minute 55 and counting remaining in the second period as the Islanders continue their offensive pressure. Richard tries to move it ahead. Landry was knocked to the ice looking for a call. Not going to get it. As McNeil behind the goal. McNeil, hard outlet tipped there by Kieran McDonald, but he didn't gain the red line, so that'll be an icing call once again. So a minute 31 remaining. Offensive zone draw here for the Mustangs. LeBlanc on the draw. Up against Carson McCackern, wins it clean. Back behind for McNeil off the near side wall. Chipped ahead, number 6 gets a hold of it. And he had his stick slashed out of his hands there by Hunter McDonald and chooses not to go after it and maintain position as Ellis. Here comes McDonald. Off the boards, looking for Kieran McDonald, goes after on the forecheck. Trying to knock his man off the puck. He gets a hold of it. McDonald colliding with Hunter McDonald. McNeil, nice move to the inside. Shoots, he scores! What a goal by Cooper McNeil. Beautiful inside out move just inside the blue line. And a quick wrist shot underneath the blocker and over the pad of Frotton. And the Islanders take the lead here in the second. Off the center ice draw, picked up by Rogers as he skates ahead with it. Rogers on the back end, turns to the forehand, pressured, centering in front. Lynch unable to pull the trigger as he was hounded there by Hookshorst defensively. Moved across, Lynch trying to tip it ahead. Here comes McCacken on the far side for Watt, who chips it in. Off the boards, picked up by McDonald on the intercept. Trying to feed it in front, unable to pull the trigger there as the defense got a stick in front and blocked the pass. Intercepted there, here come the Mustangs, dying seconds. Hartland moving in, holds on, tries to dance, and unable to get the shot away. It's picked up by McCacken off the boards, and it gets past Rogers. 10 seconds to go here. Rogers moves it across. McDonald looking to intercept McCacken. And that'll do it here in the second. The Islanders with 3 goals in the second frame after taking a 2-0 deficit. And they'll take a 3-2 lead into the third period, coming at you shortly after this intermission break. And this intermission, of course, brought to you by Ron McGilvery Cheb Buick GMC. Whether you're looking for a new or a new-to-you vehicle, Ron McGilvery Cheb Buick GMC has you covered. The wide range of selection, amazing deals, knowledgeable and friendly staff that will get you into your dream vehicle. Visit Ron McGilvery Cheb Buick GMC and Ron McGilvery Certified Pre-Owned Center at 75 St. Andrew Street in Antigonish, or call at 902-863-2803, or shop online at rmggm.com. That's rmggm.com. Islanders would also like to extend a thank you to Zeppelin Contractors and Ideal Concrete for participating in their co-branding program. In addition to being a member of the Islanders sponsorship team, they're also sponsoring tracksuits for the 2025-26 coaching staff and players. And also a special thank you to Nova Trophy for providing the Islanders players and staff with Islanders hoodies this season as well. So thank you to them as well. And once again, a 3-2 lead for your hometown Islanders heading into the third period of play. We'll stay tuned for the third period, brought to you from High Button Sports. Stay tuned. The last few Islanders make their way onto the ice surface. Both teams getting geared up for this third period of play. The Islanders, of course, coming back from down 2 goals in that second period to take the lead into the third. But will it be enough as the Mustangs are going to climb back in this third frame and tie things up? The Islanders with a slight advantage in the goal department here as that one taken in by the Mustangs right off the bat, dropping it off, quick shot, stick aside by Bell. And looking to establish a forecheck by the way is Ogden trying to work it behind the goal, taken by Ellis. Intercepted by Rogers, quick shot blocked by McCackern as Rogers has to try to gain the line once more, dumps it in as Ellis stops it up. Jonah Ellis across, off the glass, down in the neutral ice. Watt chops at it, but unable to gain possession as that one cleared ahead. Cooper McNeil behind his own goal. Hard outlet play, finds McDonald and wasn't in his stride, and that one taken in by McCackern, looking to advance the play as Chu gets a hold of that. Delayed penalty coming up, and it's going against the Islanders here. It looks like it's going against Lex Watt as he's protesting the call, but he's going to go to the box here. So this power play brought to you by Zupman Contractors, the first power play of this third period, and it's going to go in favor of the Mustangs as they look to advance and tie the hockey game here. With 2 minutes on the clock with a man advantage, 5-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes as the Islanders get to kill this one off. Perry swept through and down the ice by Hookshorst as he kills this first couple of seconds on the penalty kill. Now Mustangs looking to reset here as that one taken up. Moved ahead on the near side for Perry. Perry finds his man in Chu. Dumps it on the boards. And that was Bain rather, Carter Bain. Is that one taken here by Hookshorst. One-on-one short-handed. Hookshorst dances and unable to get past the defense. Follows it up in the corner. Good forecheck by Hookshorst on the penalty kill. And that one taken here now by Rogers. Down the left wing side, looking to dance against McCackern. Drops it from McDonald. Rogers back to McDonald. McDonald stops up. Moves it across. Quick shot from the point. And that one caught the knob with a stick of Bell into the corner as McDonald resets. Steps free, drops it off. Quick shot there through the screen and off the shoulder, it looked like, of Bell into the corner. As Bain chips out ahead. The pressure here on the penalty kill by the Mustangs. Unable to get a clean shot through to the net just yet. Is that one taken by Bain? Another shot stopped by Bell and he covers. Just about 2 or 3 shots got through, but Bell seeing all of them. That last one covering it up for a line change of that penalty killing unit for the Islanders. Power play unit line change for the Mustangs as well. As fresh legs on the ice for both teams. 39 seconds left, the advantage for the Mustangs. McDonald wins it to Ellis. Ellis on the far side. Chu trying to hold the line, unable to do so as he skates back into neutral ice. Finds his man in Hartland. Hartland back for Chu, across for Richard. Richard on the far side. A couple of moves by Hartland. He gains the line and dumps it into the zone. There's McNeil trying to intercept. Taken away by Ogden. Ogden ahead to Richard. A quick shot blocked by Ellis. And that one looked a bit painful. It looks like caught it on the calf. As in front of that sweeping shot goes wide. Another chance. Unable to center it there was Hartland off the boards. Penalty is over. And we're back to even strength as Chu chases that one down on defense for the Mustangs. He fires it off the wall. McDonald looking to hold line and unable to do so, to the protest of the Islanders bench and faithful here, as they could have sworn that one was onside. Close call there for Aiden McDonald as he almost kept it alive. And And McDonald goes off for a change as McCacker takes his spot on the face-off dot. That draw won by LeBlanc, moved across. Here come the Mustangs once more. Down the right wing side, sweeping it to the side. Quick shot, covered up by Bell. And a check on Chisholm behind and after the whistle by Bain. And some pleasantries being exchanged between Hunter McDonald and Cole Rogers. I'm sure nothing but compliments either way. LeBlanc up against McCacker. Off the glass, intercepted and held the line here as it's centered in front and Bain unable to pull the trigger. Always dangerous in those areas, Carter Bain. As that one whistled down here and a penalty called on the play. And it's going to go against the Mustangs, it looks like. As Landry's going to make his way to the box for tripping. Now this power play brought to you by Ideal Concrete. And this one's going to go to the Islanders. As they will look to climb ahead by 2 here early in the third. On the advantage, off the shoulder of Chisholm as he hopped up to try to hold the line there. But deflected into the ceiling beam for another stoppage. Carson McCacker on the draw. Won it clean to the point to Chisholm across to Trenum. Sam Trenum, quick shot deflected into the corner, picked up by McCacker and sets it up. Head to McDonald. Hunter McDonald turns with it, moves it behind the goal for Kieran McDonald. Hunter over to McCacker. Carson on the wing. Carson down to Hunter. Kieran is knocked down in front. Hunter with a wraparound and that goes through the blue paint and knocked off by Rogers, with Trenum holding the line on a near side wall. Backhands it across, a saucer play to McCacker. Carson McCacker stops up. Nice shimmy and shake. Drops it to McDonald. McDonald trying to pass it in front off a paddle of the stick. And the hawk down to the ice was Broughton in front. And the Mustangs defense taking exception to that. And things getting hairy in the goal crease for Broughton. Netminder hoping for a penalty on that play, unable to get it. To try to even the chances for a 4-on-4 situation, but unable to gain the call as the Islanders remain on the power play here. Once again brought to you by Ideal Concrete. Minute 13 left in their power play bid. As that on the point, 1 to McNeil. McNeil finds Hookshorst, back for McNeil. Back to Hookshorst. Lance Hookshorst stepping in front. Finds Fleet, but unable to gain a shooting lane. Fleet holds on, steps free. Moves wide, drops it off to McDonald as they change places. Rather, pass in front of Fleet, a quick shot. Glove save, but off the glove and still in play. McDonald holds on, tries to play it to the side for Davidson. Davidson gets his feet moving, moves behind the goal and slides it to McDonald. Aiden McDonald. Down to Davidson. Ryan Davidson steps in front and a good poke check there by Broughton, who saw the move coming. Onto the point to McDonald. Back down low for Fleet, or for Davidson rather, as it got to him eventually. As Davidson steps free, a quick shot and a chop one, and that one goes off the pad of Broughton as he kicked the leg out. But it's still alive here. McNeil moves it across. McDonald a shot, or Hookshorst rather. That one goes wide. Collision with the goaltender here. There's some cross checks in front of the goal as Davidson is being badgered in front. Battling free, gets knocked to the ice again. McDonald steps free to shoot. Save made, rebound for Davidson in front. As Davidson moves it behind for Hookshorst. And Davidson goes off the ice. There's that one on the near side. Picked up by Lynch, who tries to clear. McNeil unable to hold Lynch. Lynch moves ahead. Shoots, and that one sails over the glove hand side as McCacken dove to try and block the pass. And he took Lynch out with him as Fleet finds McCackern in stride. Thomas McCackern on the near side for McGinnis. Shot McGinnis drops it for McCackern, or rather dumps it in around behind the goal. As that one cleared, McCackern holds it. Clears into the zone as Richard takes the body on him and wrestles him to the ice. As the crowd getting awful raucous here. Has moved across to LeBlanc. That's way offside, and that'll be whistled down. The energy in this building is palpable here. As the hecklers in the audience, always a factor of intimidation here at the Alligator Sports Center for those opposition teams coming in. As in a burn like this, you got to have a mind like a steel trap to keep the noise out and just focus on the game. Easier said than done. As Ellis moves ahead with a hard wrestling match in the corner between Hunter McDonald and Rogers, excuse me. On the near side, McDonald with a hard check on the wall. That one moved down the ice, McNeil. Tries to find Ellis. Jonah Ellis behind his own goal, steps ahead and gains a step in the neutral ice, finds McDonald who tries to dance. Lost control of the puck though as he takes a body check on the far wall. That one taken ahead by the Mustangs. Here they come through the neutral ice. Nice couple moves there by Heartland. Dances through. Unable to get past the defense as Watt gains possession here. Lex walk down the right wing side. Moves it into the corner for McCackern behind the goal. McCackern tried to set up a cycle with Watt, but he didn't anticipate the puck going in that direction. Trenham, quick shot from the point, blocker down. McCackern fires from distance, a howitzer of a shot that was knocked aside by Frotton for his defense, and that was advanced to the forwards down the ice as Landry got it in deep. Bell behind the goal, gives it away here at the side. And Trenham has to be quick there. It's almost a misplay by the Islanders netminder that could have cost him the lead as Landry trying to drop it off. McDonald gets a hold of it and he tries to move ahead. Kieran McDonald. The crowd hemming and hawing at every twitch in the offensive zone as that one on the first side of McGinnis, and a penalty coming up on the play here. And it looks like it's going to go against the Mustangs. There's quite a bit of energy in this building. As once again the Islanders will be on the power play, this time brought to you by Zetman Contractors as Perry goes to the box. .11:33 remaining here in the third period. The Islanders on the power play. And that play whistled down. And the official getting into the mix with the hecklers in attendance on the far side to try to calm things down on that glass. As it's not just the players on the ice walking the line with acceptable behavior. The intimidation factor is not just the body checks. Those mind games are not just being played by the players on the ice, but the fans in attendance as well. What makes the Al McGinnis Sports Center such an intimidating place to play hockey for those away teams, as well as a high pressure place for the home team as well. So many expectations here. And who's going to rise to the occasion? Is that one taken by McCackern, trying to get a deflection on goal from Jake McGinnis. As nice move there. Another nice move by McDonald on the forecheck. Energy moving here as the Islanders gains a spring in their step here from the crowd. Trying to set it in front, and that one cleared off the glass and down the ice. Just nearing the halfway point of the third. Still just a one-goal lead for the Islanders here As the crowd awaiting that 2-goal cushion, that will give them a chance to breathe some air here as the Islanders. Once again, nice chance in front, and Hookshore's able to clear it in front. The Islanders once again in the offensive zone, maintaining that pressure and trying to get a cycle play going as that one down the ice. Just over the halfway point of the third. Bell rims it around for Ellis. Jonah Ellis up the sidewall. Steps into neutral ice down the middle. Holds on and moves wide on the right wing side. Dumps it in and around for Davidson and picks it up on the point. Davidson try to advance. Another nice move by Davidson. Steps free. Davidson a shot off the goal post. Another chance there. Davidson again trying to clear it in front. Fleet out in the corner. We're back to even strength there. Clearing attempt there. Almost an outlet play for LeBlanc. Icing waved off as LeBlanc beats the icing. McNeil's stick knocked out of his hands. Crowd looking for a call on that one. On the far side. Here comes McNeil. Or Davidson rather. He dumps it in and goes for a change. He's had a long shift and a very intense shift. Another roar from the crowd on that body check in the corner by Hunter McDonald. As here come again to the Mustangs. Dancing free, a chance shot. What a save that was by Bell with the shoulder on a pretty move by Richard. On the near side, Richard picks it up, drops it off for Rogers. Unbelievable pace of play here as LeBlanc moves ahead. Quick shot, save made with the, and they score! It found its way through, and the Mustangs tie the hockey game. And with that quick goal, we go to a TV timeout as the Mustangs come up huge there. LeBlanc with a quick shot through the wickets under that left pad side.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons.
Once again, this game continues to surprise as the Mustangs on the board here in the third. McDonald trying to advance off the draw. McCacken dumps it in for the Islanders. Stopped up by Fronten behind the goal. Play outlet there for McCacken. Aiden McDonald on it. Move to the side, John Hugh McGinnis. Tipped in by McDonald.
Mustangs goal, scoring number 22, Parker.
On the near side. Play in for that McDonald on the back end through the blue paint and wide as Hunter McDonald looks to gain possession. Aiden on it. Drop to the point to McGinnis. McGinnis across from McCacken. From the point, quick shot towards the goal. Save, rebound, chance. Cleared aside. Picked up by McDonald. McDonald a quick shot. That one blocked aside as well. Rogers on it. He gets knocked down. Hunter clears it to the behind for Watt. Watt finds Aiden. Aiden McDonald. Play in front for McCacken and he whiffed on it. McGinnis on the point. Rimmed around behind the wall there for Watt. Watt dropped it there for McDonald. McDonald in the corner for Hunter McDonald. Trying to set up the play, finds Watt. Watt trying to make a move. Stopped up and passed McCacken on defense as he sets up a neutral ice and tries to reset the play. Dumps it in, stopped up by Fronten for his defense. Line changes for the Islanders here in transition. Hard outlet blocked by McDonald. He's knocked to the ice hard there. Hartland on it. He gets checked by Kieran McDonald. Here comes Bain down the wing. Pushed ahead by McGinnis and into the zone. Number 6 on it here. Around the board for Chu. Chu off the wall. Not much time and space out there as play has somehow increased in tempo even at these late stages of the game. Carson McCackern on the draw in the offensive zone. Moves it ahead for himself here in the corner. LeBlanc on the backhand. He's got the game-tying goal so far. Trenham holds on. Quick shot there. What a pad save that was. Seeing it at the last minute was Fraughton. It was heading right for inside the goalpost. And he got that pad out and kicked it aside. Ogden moves it across. Dumped into the corner. Trenham on it. Trenham there for Chisholm. Lucas Chisholm. Stopped up on the point. Here come the Mustangs again. Quick shot there. Sails over the goal. Stopping it up on the point. Ogden gets it in deep. Trenham chasing it down. Trenham finds Chisholm. Chisholm outlet play all the way down. Stopped up by number 6 as he chases it down against McGinnis. Mustangs looking to set up the play here as they skate to neutral ice. Chipping it in is Landry and chasing it down against Ellis. Ellis holds on, tries to move it ahead for McDonald as he's unable to clear. Good battle there on the wall. Ellis chips it up to the near side, chopped up by Fleet. He skates ahead, looking to gain a step. Fleet holds on, shoots, save made there. And a great one as McCackern bumped into the goaltender as he tries to get out of harm's way. There's quite a bit of a skirmish there in front of the goal. McCackern dusts himself off and heads to the bench for a line change as Hookshorst comes off in his stead. What a contest we have on this Saturday night. Talk about a barn burner. Fleet on the draw in the offensive zone. Don't blink, folks, or turn off your set. As anything can happen in these moments of the hockey game. Might even be a mistake to try to grab some popcorn at this moment. Even if the ball is right in front of you. As that one goes towards the goal and stopped up again by Broughton for another whistle. Hookshorst on the draw. Perry with possession off the backhand, able to clear. Lynch gets a hold of it. And here come the Mustangs through the neutral ice. Trying to gain a step, knocked off the puck by McNeil. Good battling there by McDonald as he tries to get a step. Great wrestling match there behind the goal. Hard battle behind the net. Off the wall, finds Fleet in stride. Fleet with a step, shoots, and he sailed it past the blocker side. Thought he had some room. Overestimated how much he had. As that one moves ahead for Ellis. He works behind his own goal, trying to set up the play. Hounded there. Great patience by Jonah Ellis. Finds, or tries to find Hookshorst. Icing waved off as Hookshorst skates it down. Davidson in the corner with a body check. Holds on to the puck. Backhands it all the way through. Paddled that, but not cleared as McCackern gains a step. Backhands to the corner. Chew on the reception. Behind his own goal. Off the near side wall. Ogden looking to clear. Held the line by McDonald. Holds the line. Great play by Aiden McDonald stepping in. McDonald a shot and a save made by Fraughton. And he gets the whistle here. 4:20 remaining in the third. Shots are now 29-15 in favor of the Islanders. Score remains knotted up at 3 apiece. Nearly a packed house here at the Almagana Sports Center once again on a Saturday night. As that one taken here by Hunter McDonald. Onto the point to McCackern. McDonald one-timer, another chance in front, shot off the crossbar. That one beat Fraughton, but couldn't beat the crossbar. As that one taken by McDonald once again. McDonald on the back end. Watt helps him out, slides it behind for McDonald. Watt trying to find Hunter to the side. Hunter blocks that. Taken by Watt. Watt trying to work it into the corner. Great cycle play once again by the Islanders here with the forecheck. McDonald gains a step. Tries to play it off the wall to the point. Moved across one timer. McCackern deflected and stopped. Another chance. Big play, and that one goes to the blue paint. A close bounce there for Fraughton, who's had his work cut out for him here in the third. McDonald. Swept ahead by Bain. He finds the neutral ice and gains a step as LeBlanc, who's got the game-tying goal, can't get past John Hugh McGinnis. Outlet play for Hunter McDonald. Drops it off for Aiden McDonald. Aiden McDonald, number 92. Play in front for Hunter, and he couldn't corral that to the net as he was knocked down with a cross-check and forced off the puck. Number 16 trying to dance past McGinnis. He gets by. Play in front of that. Open side. Stopped. Another chance. Open side. What a save. That was rebound chance. That one goes wide. What a stop by Bell. Flandering in front. Sprawled in the goal crease and stopped it. As here they come again to the Islanders trying to gain a step out of the zone. Moved across there to find Kieran McDonald all the way down. Icing waved off. Behind the goal. A stick check there to try to get the goaltender off his game. As Fraughton has had an incredible amount of opportunities layered against him here in the third. Holding tough on every one of them. With a hostile crowd here in attendance. Trendeman fires a shot, paddled aside by Fraughton into the corner. Try to play another play and get a break for his team. It's been on the ice for a while. Lucas Chisholm a shot. Glove saved by Fraughton, who gets the whistle once again. And it seems at this stage of the game, the Mustangs just desperate to get it to overtime to at least get that point, as the Islanders trying to get that go-ahead goal here in the third. As shots have been coming, and to get them to the net has been hard to come by, but getting them in the net even harder. As that one moved ahead by Lynch. Lynch in the corner for the Mustangs. He's checked hard and knocked to the ice. Here they come again to the Islanders. Down free is McCacken trying to dance. Holds onto it. On his off wing, McCacken plays it in front. Unable to corral it there was Kieran McDonald. Ellis trying to step in off the point and hold the line. And he loses possession. Here come the Mustangs once again. Turning aside is McDonald. McDonald backhand feed blocked there by the Islanders as they come out with it. 1:40 remaining. Play in front of the net, there's a chance, shot, save with the pad! Onto the point, another shot there, sails over the goal. And cut the tension in here with a knife as that one off and into the netting for a stoppage in play, or out of play rather, as one of the fans gets a souvenir. It's a minute 27 remaining. Any shot could do it at this stage for both teams. As will this game even make it to overtime? It's not really a given here. As a timeout is called out for the Mustangs with a minute 27 remaining, as they really want to get this game into overtime. As they've had so many chances in this game, capitalizing on their scoring opportunities and giving the Islanders everything they can take to try and win this game. And you don't want to let a performance in goal by a goaltender like Fraughton pass you by in this contest, and not to mention the defensive effort of the entire Mustangs team to block the voluminous shots that the Islanders have put towards the goal, many of them not making it there due to that defensive effort, the sacrifice of the body by the visiting team. As the Mustangs really desperate to turn the tide here at this stage of the season, as they're in last place in the league. This could be a huge moment for them in this season if they're able to beat the Islanders on a tough road game. As that one, at least a moral victory to get it to overtime after the relentless zone pressure in the 30 by the Islanders. As Davidson behind the goal, wrap around in front of the chance, and Fanning on the shot was Fleet. Another chance in front. What a save that was! Fraughton sprawling, and a crowd gathers in front as skirmish after skirmish here in front of the goal. As Colby Fleet with a golden opportunity couldn't get the handle of the shot, but he did get it towards the goal, and the rebound chance, a sprawling Marc-Andre Fleury-like save by Fraughton as he defended that goal post. What action here to close the third period, and we're not over yet, folks. could have a goal at any moment here that could deafen any of our ears from the crowd at this stage in the game. McNeil chasing it down on defense against LeBlanc. But LeBlanc looking to take the body on him and knock him off the puck. Bain on it in the forecheck. Davidson picks it up in the corner. Davidson, outlet play, trying to find Hookshorst and spring him loose. Taken here and put in by Rogers. Under a minute remaining, just 42 seconds left in the game of regulation time. McDonald finds Ellis, intercepted by Bain. Leading scorer coming in for the Mustangs, slides it in front. Picked up by Rogers. Rogers a shot through a screen, a glove down by Jack Bell with 27 seconds to go. And Jack Bell is not without his chances. It's always tough as a goaltender to face half the shots that the other goalie is facing, as so many phases. You get cold in that crease, you got to warm yourself up, as the Islanders have put quite a bit of pressure on the third, and Bell hasn't had to face much in the third, and so every shot that the Mustangs go is worth so much more mental pressure on Bell to make the save and make his team's efforts in the offensive zone worth it. As that went down the ice, McDonald beating the icing here, trying to gain Fronten by surprise. Here comes Watt behind the goal. Just 15 seconds to go, trying to set her in front. Play across, McDonald the shot. What a save that was by Fronten. He got a stick on that. As McDonald looked to go against the grain, a difficult shot for a goaltender to stop, and a huge one at this stage of the game, just 3 seconds to go. And that'll do it here for regulation. We are going to head to overtime here at the Almagetta Sports Center. Grab a quick refreshment, folks. Just a short break, and we'll be right back with the 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime to possibly decide this one. If we don't win with that, we'll go to a shootout. So stay tuned, just a moment. Very short break. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Who will be the hero in the overtime period? Starting lineup for overtime, Aiden McDonald along with Hunter McDonald and Cooper McNeil for the Islanders. Ogden along with Bain and Rogers for the Mustangs, as here comes McDonald. Stepping free, McDonald resets the play with McNeil as they step back. McNeil moves wide. Hunter McDonald trying to hold that offside as he works back. Islanders unable to get a clear zone entry just yet as McDonald turns with it. Aiden McDonald, that is, number 92 down the wing. Holds on to the backhand behind the goal. McDonald to the point. McNeil free to Hunter McDonald. McDonald back to Cooper McNeil. The Islanders have to slow things down and set up a play here. Rimmed around the boards. Rogers behind his own goal. Hounded there, knocked off the puck. Holds on with the backhand shot as they rebound. That one sails over into the netting. As McDonald, the game on his stick there, and a great save with the pad before Aiden McDonald sailed that one into the netting. Line changes for both sides. There's 3 new players on for each side. Hook Shores with Davidson and Trenum this time for the Islanders. In the offensive zone. Off the draw, one to Trenum. Sam Trenum turns and goes back to neutral ice to reset here for the Islanders. Saucer pass to Hook Shores, the captain. He skates through, gets a step. Nice move to the outside. Hook Shores in a long shot, save, and it's covered up. As Hook Shores made a great move and a better save there for Fronten, who's been stellar as soon as he came into this game to relieve Patterson in the first period. Hook Shores on the draw. Wins it to the point to Trenum. Trenum, a shot from distance, save made, a rebound chance in front, cleared away as it's taken by Bain, who looks to reset the play here for the Mustangs as they try to gain a zone entry of their own on the 3-on-3 overtime. Just 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this period as that one chased ahead, down by Perry against Trenum in the corner, and that's whistled down on the icing call. 3:25 remaining as we go back down into the Mustang zone for this faceoff. Hook Shores against McDonald on the draw. One cleanly to Trenum on the point. Trenum steps back into neutral ice, thinks Weiser are forcing the play in the offensive zone, looks to reset and get a cleaner entry. And chance on the rush here for the Islanders. That one taken by Hook Shores down the wing. Look to find Davidson. Davidson gains a step, holds behind the goal. Turns with it, finds Trenum. Trenum holding on, waits, moves it across to Hook Shores. Hook Shores holds on to the puck. Skate the stick for Hook Shores. He's hooked on the play, trying to get it in front. Looking for a call, he's not going to get it as Perry turns behind the goal. As Davidson and Hook Shores go off for a change in an overtime period. As here comes Bain, splits the defense and tries to get a step shot, saved by Bell. Rebound chance in front, is loose and taken now by McCackern as he resets in neutral ice. He's got Fleet with him. McCackern, nice move to the inside, to the net! Save made on a poke check there by Fronten. Great anticipation by the Mustangs netminder. Here comes Fleet now. Fleet, nice head fake, moves to the outside, unable to get a shot away as he stops up again. Moves it across. Chisholm knocked off the puck momentarily, but it's gained by Fleet. Fleet, saucer pass from McCackern, stepping free, but he unable to corral that to get a shot away as it was slightly ahead of him, but he gains a step, shoots, save, made, rebound chance, trying to sweep it on goal, and that one poke check there as Rogers skates out with it. Here comes Rogers down the wing, holds on, nice move to the outside. Rogers, he get the puck on a string here as he moves in. Pass in front, here's the chance for Richard, and that one's stick checked and knocked to the ice. Here comes Hartland. Stops up. Hartland drops it off for Rogers. Rogers shoots. That one sails past the blocker side. There's a minute 35 remaining in the overtime period. Richard moves it for Hartland. Collision there between the Mustangs players as that one taken by Aiden McDonald now is back on the ice. Here comes Aiden McDonald. Nice moves. McDonald moves wide. Pass in for the net. Backhand shot. Stop. Rebound chance is still loose. Unable to corral it was Hunter McDonald with the game on his stick. And that goes into the corner and for an icing call again against the Mustangs. So a minute 12 remaining. Islanders snake bitten in the overtime period as that last minute defensive desperation by the Mustangs defense to get a stick check in on those shots. Unable to get a clean shot in close just yet. And what shots they have gotten, Fronten has stopped them as that was taken by McCackern. 1:08 left to go in overtime. McCackern holds on. Drops it off for McDonald. McDonald a shot. He scores! Hunter McDonald wins the game in overtime. And the Islanders take it 4-3. The crowd lets off some steam. And a wicked wrist shot by number 15 to win the game here. And send this hometown crowd home with some smiles on their faces. And the adrenaline will still remain in the bloodstream. Likely until at least 2 a.m. for some of these players. So try to get rested up for that matinee tomorrow, as there will be a rematch between these two teams tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So make sure to tune into that one as well. Once again, thank you for tuning into this one, folks. The Islanders 4-3 overtime victory. Hunter McDonald with the game-winning goal over the blocker side. That'll do it here for this one. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon live.